Mr. Speaker, last week, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton visited the Catholic Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico City, presented a bouquet of flowers on behalf of the American people, a very nice gesture, and then went on to Houston, Texas to receive the Margaret Sanger Award from Planned Parenthood. In her remarks, Secretary Clinton said she was in awe, I repeat, in awe of Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood. To our distinguished Secretary of State, I respectfully ask, are you kidding? In awe of Margaret Sanger, who said in 1921, and I quote, "Eugenics is the most adequate and thorough avenue to the solution of racial, political, and social problems." Who also said in 1922 that, and I quote, "The most merciful thing that a family does to one of its infant members is to kill it." Later in 1939, Sanger wrote, and I quote again, "We should hire 3 or 4 colored ministers, preferably with social service backgrounds and with engaging personalities." She wrote, "The most successful educational approach to the Negro is through a religious appeal. We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population," she goes on, "and the minister is the man who can straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members." Secretary Clinton, in her speech, said that Margaret Sanger's life and leadership was, quote, "one of the most transformational in the entire history of the human race." Mr. Speaker, transformational, yes, but not for the better if one happens to be poor, disenfranchised, weak, a person of color, vulnerable, or among the many so-called undesirables who Sanger would exclude and exterminate from the human race. To me and to many, including my distinguished colleague in the well, the juxtaposition of the last week's 2 very public events in Mexico City and in Houston bring into sharp focus 2 huge and irreconcilable world views. On the one hand, the miracle of Our Lady of Guadalupe has for 5 centuries brought a message of hope, faith, peace, reconciliation, and protection for the weakest, most vulnerable among us. On the other hand, each year, Margaret Sanger's Planned Parenthood kills approximately 300,000 unborn baby girls and boys in their abortion clinics scattered throughout the United States. Worldwide, the loss of innocent human life at the hands of Planned Parenthood is in the millions.